Hi everyone, welcome to U-Turn Parkinson's workout series. I'm Jordyn and I'm a physiotherapist and coach for U-Turn Parkinson's. Today I'm going to be guiding you through a 20-minute stretch that you can do from a seated position. All you need for today is a chair, preferably without any arms. Once you're all set up, let's get started. Okay, in a good tall seated position, you're going to come to the edge of your chair. So we're going to do all the stretches from a seated position. So this is for green, yellow levels, or anyone who wants to do a stretch from a seated position. So come to the edge of your chair. Throughout the whole stretch, I want you to think about breathing into your belly. So diaphragmatic breathing will help calm down your breath, help lower your heart rate, and help you feel relaxed. So hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, breathing in through your nose and then out through your mouth. So let's take 2 deep breaths with one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So as we breathe in, that belly expands, and then as we breathe out, that belly comes back in. So one more deep breath, and out. Good, so I want you to think about that as we go through all of the stretches. So in that good tall seated posture, we're bringing those arms all the way up. You can look towards the ceiling and then bring those arms all the way back down. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Let's do 2 more. Bring those arms all the way up and down. Last one. And out. Bring those arms all the way back down. We're going to reach to the side, so you can put one hand underneath your chair if you want, and we're going to reach as far over as we can. If you feel like you're going to fall over, maybe back up so you're not leaning over too much. Really stretch that arm, push that arm out through the socket and feel that stretch all through the side of the body. You're going to hold here. Really wiggle your fingertips. Maybe reach a little bit further and then release. We're going to switch sides. You're going to bring the other hand over, reaching as far as you can. And have that hand supporting yourself on the side of the chair, reaching that arm, trying to touch a wall in the corner. Feeling that stretch all through the side of the body and then through the arm. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath with any of the stretches. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, let's release. We're going to put our hands just on the top of our knees. We're going to go through a cat-cow. So we're going to round the spine. You can imagine bringing that nose towards the belly button. Feeling a nice stretch, and then we're going to bring our chest forward and look up towards the ceiling. So bring those shoulders back, and then we're going to alternate between those 2 positions. Breathing out as we bring our chest forward, taking a deep breath in through our nose as we round our spine, bring our belly button towards the belly button. The nose towards the belly button. Bring the chest forward. Take a deep breath in. And then out. Let's do one more. Really rounding the spine. Feeling a nice stretch. And then bringing that chest forward. Looking up towards the ceiling. Arching the back. Good, come back to neutral. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a hip circle. So in our chair, our hips are actually gonna stay planted, but we're going to rotate our body all the way around, imagining if there's a big hula hoop around us, and we're gonna touch all corners of that hoop. So reaching as far as you can, feeling a nice stretch into the side of the body, maybe into the hips. Good. One more this way, and then we'll alternate directions. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, let's switch directions. Reaching as far as you can, imagining that big hula hoop around you, and you're touching all sides of that hoop. Good. Let's do one more. Good, and then you're gonna return to neutral position. Okay, next one here, we're gonna put our hands just on top of our shoulders. We're just gonna twist back and forth. So feel a nice twist into the spine. If you prefer to have your hands below the waist, you can, just helping you reach a little bit further. Or you can have your hands here, slowly twisting back and forth. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Now let's bring the hands actually down towards the knee, one on the chair, and you're gonna hold that stretch. So you're gonna twist your body. Imagine trying to get it square with a wall. Feel a nice stretch or twist into the spine. Make sure you're nice and tall, so no scrunching down. Nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose. Good. You're gonna slowly unwind yourself, and you're gonna go to the other side. So reach for the back of your chair, other arm comes across the knee, and you're gently going into that twist. So don't crank on the back. Everything should feel pretty gentle. Nothing should hurt. Make sure you're nice and tall. Okay, let's slowly unwind. We're gonna come back to center. We're gonna stick one leg out. Okay, and we're gonna stretch out those hamstrings. So you can either do a little bit of a sweep, you can do sweeping down towards the heel, coming back up. So you really gotta make sure you're at the edge of your chair, reaching down towards the heel, coming back up. Make sure those toes are pointing towards your head. Okay, and then we're gonna hold that. So you can put your hands just on top of your thigh, and then make sure those toes are pointing up and you're leaning forward. So nice tall back as you lean forward to feel a stretch just at the back of the leg. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Let's switch sides. So one leg out. Do a few sweeps of that leg. Make sure those toes are up towards the head. Good. Place those hands just on the top of your thigh. Toes are up towards your head. Tall, nice tall back as you lean forward till you feel stretch into the back of the leg. Good. Okay, we're gonna unwind, bring that leg back into center. We're now gonna go into a wide stance. So one leg is gonna go out to the side, other leg out to the side. Still make sure you're at the edge of your chair, and we're just gonna lightly press the legs out to the side. Okay, so feet are in line, they're pointing outwards. If you want, you can lean forward till you feel a stretch into the groin or the inside of the legs. We're just gonna hold here. you feel like you might fall over, you can back up and just hold just a nice wide stance. Just make sure you're sitting nice and tall, we're not slouching over. Good. Okay, we're gonna walk those feet back in. Okay, we're gonna stretch out those arms. So we're gonna start with some big arm circles. So coming forward with both arms, make a nice big circle. Good. Okay, now let's go back the other way. So rolling the arms backwards. Perfect. Stay nice and tall. We're now going to reach the arms up diagonally and then cross our body. So diagonally, cross our body. Really reach in each direction. Imagine someone's pulling on each arm. Keep those arms nice and straight. Good. Now we'll change. So top arm comes up, bottom arm, and then the bottom arm out to the side. Really reach across the body. Last one. Good. Now we're going to cross one arm over, other arm comes underneath. We're going to pull that arm across our body till we feel a stretch into the back of the shoulder. So make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Make sure you have it slouched over. So sit nice and tall, come to the edge of the chair. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Okay, and then we're going to release. I'm going to cross the other arm across our body. Other arm comes underneath, and you're pulling that arm close to your body as you feel a nice stretch into the back of the arm, so it shouldn't hurt at all. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, breathing, don't hold your breath. Good, so let's release the arm. We're going to bring one arm behind our back to touch our opposite shoulder, and then our other arm comes, grabs onto the elbow, and you're going to sit nice and tall, driving that elbow up toward the ceiling till you feel a stretch into that tricep. Nice and tall, keep breathing, no slouching over, feet are flat on the floor. Good, you're going to release that arm. We're going to switch sides so the other arm comes, reaches for the other shoulder blade, elbow straight up towards the ceiling, hand is on the elbow, and you're gently pulling till you feel a stretch into that tricep. Okay, gently release. Perfect. So we're going to stretch out the chest. So how we're going to do that is we're going to bring the arms back as far as we can, press the chest forward. You can look up or you can look straight ahead. Really try to reach back as far as you can. Feeling maybe a slight tingle into the arms. If that's happening, you can either raise the arms up or you can raise them back, really reaching for the back wall. So imagine you're going in for the biggest hug ever. Stretch those arms straight out. Hold. Good. Okay. And relax. Good. Okay, we're actually going to do some wrist circles. So just bring hands into fists. We're going to roll the wrists. And go one direction and then we'll switch. Okay, and then let's go the other way. Perfect. Now we'll do the same thing with our ankles. So you can bring one leg out in front, and you're just going to make a big circle with the toe, doing one ankle at a time. Now we'll switch directions. Okay, let's switch sides. So toe out in front, making a big circle with the toe. Okay, and then other way. Nice big circle, rolling that ankle in all different directions. Perfect. Bring that foot back to neutral. We're going to bring one hand out. The other hand is going to bring the fingertips back until you feel a stretch into the wrist. So make sure you can either do with the elbow bent, or if you feel comfortable with the elbow straight, trying to stretch out the wrist as much as we can. Okay, and let's switch. So other hand comes up into like a stop sign, and then we're bringing those fingertips back with our other hand until we feel a stretch into the wrist. Perfect. Next, we're going to bring the palm down, and we're going to use our other hand again to gently add some pressure till we feel a stretch on the top of our arm. So try to keep that elbow straight if you can. Make sure that you haven't started to slouch forward, so you're sitting nice and tall. Good. Okay, let's shake out the arm, switch sides, so palm goes down, other hand goes on top, gently adding some pressure until we feel that stretch on the top of the arm. So try to keep your elbow as straight as possible. If it's uncomfortable, you can always have the elbow bent or slightly bent, just so you're not putting too much pressure on the elbow. Perfect. Okay, and then release. We're going to put those hands just on top of our legs again. We're going to roll the neck, so just let the neck hang down or the head hang down, rolling back and forth. Okay, maybe go back a little bit further, not extending the neck all the way back. Maybe you switch directions. Good. Come back to neutral. Okay, you're going to bring your hand on top of your head. You can add the arm underneath your chair if you want a little bit of an extra stretch. You're gently going to bring your ear to your shoulder, and you should feel a stretch all the way down the side of the arm or shoulder. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Good. Going to release that side. Do the same thing on the opposite side, so you can have the hand underneath the chair and the other hand on top of your head. And you're feeling a nice stretch into the neck and shoulder. And just make sure you're not yanking on your head. None of these stretches should hurt. Good. Okay, we're slowly going to release. Okay, roll the shoulders. Good. And that takes us to the end of our 20-minute stretch. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me and the rest of the U-Turn Parkinson community. Let us know how it went down below. We're always welcome to questions, comments, and feedback. Subscribe to the U-Turn Parkinson's channel if you haven't already. Share it with your friends and your family and with anyone that would benefit from these videos. See you next time.